was very far back.
Yes.
In primary school. The game was a school game.
The game of cricket was a school game.
One of the school games anyway.
Okay.
Because we took interest in cricket, football, tennis. Oh, good fielding. And so on. The way we started cricket is we didn't use the bat, the cricket bat, straight away. We used bats shaped out of wood we found in the carpentry workshop. And that was the beginning we had. The ball, basically tennis ball, but we could use anything, even a fruit, kabakanjakala. You know kabakanjakala?
Yes, I normally see it in the bushes.
Yes. Yes. Now you can imagine that fruit, when it is boiled to you, it was a training because it was a difficult ball to
hit because it's small.
Small, and when it falls, it never follows the line that it came with.
Yeah.
So that was it. And so we went on.
That was then like in which years?
Oh, this was in when we were in the primary school, basically. And this was 1953, 54, and the like.
Okay.
And then after that, we went on to upgrade bit by bit. If you had permanent tennis ball or soft ball, we used to call it Jinja as a soft ball. It was good for cricket also because it was not hard. It encouraged us to go on with the game because you didn't get you wouldn't be hurt by this one until such time that we were so advanced that we were able to play for the school team. And the pleasure that I have is that when I was my first time to play for the school,
yes,
is when we played Abagurusi, the original Abagurusi, because those who called themselves Abagurusi were actually not Ugandans. They were British, but they were so high in community, and it included somebody like the governor.
Okay, and how did you find the game of cricket in Jinja? How was it back then?
Oh, in Jinja?
Yes. To be specific, in Jinja, how was it?
Well, Jinja has had cricket for a long time, because even in that time I was talking about when we played with Abagurusi in the school team.
Yes.
there was cricket here. The Indians were playing it. And there are names like Shore and who else? I remember Kishore. There's another one who was quite outstanding in Jinja SS. So in Jinja, there was cricket at Jinja SS, and that was basic. But in Jinja, if you talk about Jinja, I was forced to think of Jinja town. But we talk of Jinja, when we talk of Jinja, it includes Soga College, and so on. So in Jinja, there were two schools which were playing cricket. And those were Jinja SS and Soga College.
So there were two schools, Jinja SS and Jinja College.
No, Jinja Busoga College.
Busoga College. Mwiri. So those were the two schools dominant in cricket.
Yes.
Okay.
Now Jinja College started much later, even when we had also left school.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, it is our playing cricket in Jinja town that caused the expanding of cricket from these two schools.
So now, so far as you see cricket for the years you have been around, what are the best highlights you have, like the best moments you remember in cricket?
Moments.
Yeah.
Well, no, each moment had its own impact. Like that school's cricket week that we had, and this was a good start for cricketers when we had school cricket week. You know, you knew you were continuing with the cricket. And the school's cricket week, which I was involved in, was something we would talk about, because we had few schools, but important. And of course, it was difficult in that it was not the easiest you could do to handle the school's cricket week. Because schools were not able to contribute as would be necessary. And I remember my personal experience going around town to look for funds. I went to interesting people like late Chiwagama, engineer, and he would chip in quite enough, some shillings, and that was good for us. Then you go to companies. I remember grain milling is one that used also to give us some food, some portion. And well, anybody who was involved then is no longer here. But those are the ones who contributed to our effort. And it was interesting. It was interesting.
So now, okay, as you look back then, how you had cricket, and to late, as we are seeing such games happening, like even now we are having such games What do you see that is the difference between?
Oh, the difference is big. The difference is big. Difference is big. I mean, it looks, you can say that this is now, cricket has come to individuals really trying to get cricket continue. And it is a very interesting and very encouraging thing that is going on now. Because this growth is very, very, very quick, very much indeed.
So there are some things that you feel like need to be added more so that we can have it maybe where we can compete more with other more developed countries in the game.
Well, that bit I am not so conversant with the other countries.
Yeah.
I have always looked at ourselves as the real on top as far as other countries, let alone England and Australia and so on. Those I will not compare, I will not consider, because I have not been there, I don't know what they do. So I cannot compare the two.
Okay, I do understand.
And give you consideration.
Okay.
But as far as East Africa is concerned, I don't think you will ask me to say what should we do instead of Kenya. Because I remember when we went to Tanzania, 1996 I think. Yes, I think 96. When I went to Tanzania, the cricketers there asked me to put in a word on radio, sort of radio show, and to try and encourage the indigenous to start playing cricket. And I went and spoke with the Swahili that I had gathered so far. And I imagine it did play some part in getting the Tanzanian indigenous come into cricket. Yes.
Yeah, so maybe to ask, like, if I may ask, how many years have you been around cricket? Because most of people may see you around coming on ground, but they don't know that bit of you.
To be involved in cricket as a player or as a...
Any field in cricket, as a player, as a what, how?
As a player,
yes.
I started playing for my school team in 1959.
1959.
Yes. And that is when I was in senior 3.
Which school was that?
Soga College, Mwiri.
Soga College, Mwiri, yes.
I thought you knew me a little better.
No, people may want to know.
You want to?
Yeah.
Yes, you are right.
People may want to know that.
Yes, you are quite right. Yes, Soga College, Mwiri, of course. And early, I was mixed up in games, because at that time I was a footballer, and I can say that I was more known in football than in cricket. But my cricket, to be known more in cricket, is when I had grown up a little bit. Because in cricket, I did cricket and football. I did play both at school and at college. And at college, I did at college. which was of a lower level. I did teaching course, and when I was doing this course, I also did. I trained as a teacher of what do we call it now these days? I trained as a teacher of physical education. And physical education, you covered quite a lot.
Yeah.
So at that time, I was playing basically 3 games: football, cricket, tennis, rugby. So there were 4 actually that I was
Playing at that time.
Playing at that time. And every Monday you picked up the what was it called? What was the newspaper called then? Look, it's gone off my head. But you picked up the newspaper, the main, and somebody hit the ball there. Oh, it would have been a good feeling. Somebody played the ball there.
Yes.
And then Chibuka Musoke, as a fielder, went to look for the ball. He couldn't find it. No, they ran 1, 2, 3. Then Chibuka Musoke indicates that the ball has gone for a 4. And so it was. It was recorded as a 4.
So that means the field overgrew to that level.
And he couldn't find the ball. But if he didn't find it and he just looked for the ball, then that person would have got a 6. Because if the ball gets lost on the field,
yes,
you know the law.
You do understand.
And if the ball gets lost on the field, then it is a 6. But he, clever as he is, when he saw it was 3, they had run 3, he indicated 4. And that was it. That is the fun I have now on this field. When I relate this to you, narrate it now like this, I think you don't get the
other picture.
You don't get the fun.
Yeah. But at that time
it was a reality. No longer can we think of a ball getting lost
on ground. Yeah. Because even me, I'm trying to think about it. How the ball got lost on the same ground you're playing on.
Yes, exactly, and that's what I'm trying to explain. That you cannot imagine it, you know. But it was a field available, and it was what we could use. On that day, it was not cut, and that happened. Players to encourage us.
Yes.
And some of those have been the players from the British High Commission. They also used to make a team. At some point they called themselves White Caps. I yet have to, well, we were arguing. They called themselves White Caps because one would say because of their being white. But the other one, which I knew, they called themselves White Caps because they used to avoid to get beer at that time. It used to come from Kenya with white caps on it.
So they used to take a lot of beer.
You know, when there was, oh yeah, they were drinkers, yes. They were drinkers. In fact, many of them, I don't think there was anybody who didn't drink beer, from what I remember. We used to play with those here, and I remember we've hosted so far we hosted four British High Commissioners here during my time, and one Indian High Commission. And there are funds that we have with that I have with particularly the funds that I remember are to do with me and Michael. Michael, when he was still small and short, you know, he's a good, not so much of
a spinner.
He's a spinner, yes.
Yes.
And he got one British High Commissioner here, ball. And then when he came back to where we were seated, he said, that boy bowls with his head. And that English is some English which you cannot say is ordinary, you know. To bowl with your head.
Bowl with your head.
Of course, it's understandable, but,
yes.
But an English person saying it in his own language, it has a meaning, you know. No, this was a different time altogether. The Kalimo time with Michael was different. And this was a different time when we were playing. Because even when that time, you know, that when Michael bowled Kalimo, I wasn't playing. But I was playing and I was bowling. And I got this side, you know. And you know what my comment was? I said, sorry, Your Excellency. Next time I'll be more accurate.
More accurate again to bowl him out?
No, I will be more accurate not to bowl him out. Not
to bowl him out.
Yes, because if you're accurate, then you don't bowl on the wicket to make British High Commission, Indian High Commission, to make His Excellency look funny. You get my point?
I get your point now.
And that is what I said to the sir.
So that was your highlight.
So we made a laugh of it, and that was it.
So that was your best moment with that game, bowling.
Yeah, that game I was able to bowl the side out.
Sweet.
Yeah.